Okay, so I'm responding to two of a number of great comments I received, regardless of whether I agree, on the Rachel Dolezal issue. And the first one comes from OliveWhite1, and she says, okay, I'm mixed race and I grew up in a mostly black neighborhood. I knew white girls who were raised in the neighborhood around all black folks, and they had black friends, dated and had babies with black men, hung out in the black clubs, etc., etc. They were white and knew it, but accepted that they had been acculturated black. We called them the white chocolate sisters. They never lied about who they were, and it was all cool. They were white chicks who lived among black people, and it was all cool. My problem with this woman, she's talking about Rachel Dolezal, is that she lied to get the job she has and cheated a real African-American woman out of that position. Furthermore, she lied about threats being made against her. In today's America, threats and violence against blacks is not something to lie about, because it really happens. If she loves black American culture, then great. All she had to do was say that she was a white woman who enjoys living within the African American community, and all will be good, but don't lie. And then Taylor Dunn says it doesn't matter that she wants to be black. It's a fact that she's been lying about who she is for the last 6 years and the hate crimes. How is this a person that should be praised? You cannot compare Bruce Jenner to this. Now here's where I disagree. First of all, and I talked to my folks about this because we were here for a funeral. My godmother died, and we laid her to rest yesterday. And my godmother was basically almost as light as Rachel Dolezal. But the bottom line is, and my mom and stepfather said it best, there's really something wrong with her relationship with her family. Yeah, I don't think that Rachel went out and said, I'm going to pretend to be black to get a better job than someone else or anything like that. There was something going wrong, or gone wrong, or went wrong, with her relationship with her family that caused this. This didn't just happen all of a sudden. This has been years in the works. Now, when she made the decision, Rachel also apparently tacitly agreed to take all the negatives that come with being a black American person in this society from the way that she did it. Now let's really think about this. She didn't say, I'm black and I'm going to be an astronaut, okay? Or I'm black and I'm going to be an economic analyst. Or I'm African American and I'm going to be a brain surgeon, right? She said, I'm black and yet I'm going to represent black people within the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. And so when she took that role, and she took all of her roles before that one that had to do with being a civil rights advocate on behalf of African Americans, she also took with it the negatives that come from white supremacists and other such wackos out there who would seek to first attack someone who has that position. And they're not going to stop and say, well, gee, let me see if she's authentically black. They're just going to attack. So to say that Rachel's complaints about being the target of hate crimes were inauthentic because she's now white is as wrong as your claim that her actions are wrong in saying that she's black when she's white. See what I'm getting at? In my research on this, there was nothing to indicate that those claims that she made about hate crimes were false. If she was being attacked, then she was being attacked. If she had email after email, then it stands to reason at the time she had lists of emails she received. And again, think about the role she had taken in society and how she chose to identify herself. I just don't see this as a big deal, because we've had so many years of someone passing as white or passing as black to get something. But your generation, because I'm 52 and Zinni is 62, acts like this is a new thing. It's, oh my God, this is terrible. And it's on television, it's on social media, and yada, yada, yada. And I'm thinking, really? Really? Now, I mean, yeah, there are people, women who are white, who are blacker than me, being fine, okay? And they also pick out guys that they view as quintessentially black, you know, and talk the language, and they have all the acculturation and all that. A guy like me talks white, and you get the idea. But I went through all that when I was in my early teens. That's ancient history for me. Bottom line is, okay, she did it. So what? The question we should all ask is, what kind of relationship did she have with her parents who outed her that caused her to take that direction? I think that's a more interesting story than any other one about Rachel at this point.